Hello and welcome to an impromptu bowling session coming to you from a place we haven't been in a while because the whole Putnam street competition thing messed things up a bit. Brian's Bowlaway, downtown Gardner, Massachusetts, as the locals like to call it, and anyone who isn't from here. You might notice the sound might be slightly wonky. That's because I have the speaker microphone combo facing that way towards the wall, not this way where I usually point it towards bowling, because, well, I'm sure the air conditioner's taking care of a copyright issue, and sports stuff usually doesn't have a problem anyway. Just trying to make it easier to not get flagged by the horrible YouTube copyright police. Anyway, lane number 2, out of the way of everybody that if they come along. So let's see if we get a slow start like we usually do, or we jump into the fire and do halfway decent. Now that I've been to Riverwalk Lanes, this is the place I associate it with. It's pretty much identical. It's tough, but it will gift you very nicely at times. And we start by leaving the bowling god's middle finger for 9. And I know that there is a slight audio delay with the video recorded on the phone, but that ball, all of them were behind the lot line. A few feet over I let live because it's not a competition, it's more casual, but I want to try to keep them all behind for competing again. And a 10. And yes, and I have said this and I'll repeat, candlepin is a discipline that, in spite of the watch me suck at bowling, I usually can hold my own. Niner. And that's where gifting was not a good thing. 7. Almost the Emily. That's missing everything on the first ball. I think you could see how I missed everything on the first ball. And get everything on the second. And the best part is, it wasn't a gutter ball. Just barely on. Halftime report, hence the little delay. So far, the worst thing's the 7. We're tied my record low at 44, which, by the way, here are the things. Record low, 44. Masons. Record high, 139. Not Masons. And here, Brian's Bowlaway, my high is a 114. And for a tough house, that's pretty damn good for me. Not enough, then too much for the 8. And Brian's has 10 games to a sheet, so we fill the sheet with only 10 games, obviously. My thing, 80 or better for at least half of them, or 5. First mark of the day. You know what that means? It's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? So far, this game's been pretty good. We might hit average ability, which is 90. Give or take 10 to be within the range. Hair thin, but a 7 fill and a mid-right triangle. And an 8. Just 5 to hit smack dab in the middle of average. Too full. And we're there. A, wasn't really aiming for that, and B, if that were only ball 2, that would have been a lucky spare. Alrighty. Starting off with a bang, so we know a crash is imminent. The 7 in the previous half is the worst thing we did. A nice 7 fill and an 8. We won't call that a curse of the fill because the fill was pretty high as it was. And then a lucky 10, 95 to start with. Just a hair, and I mean just barely a hair above average ability. As I always say, in case somebody new to candlepin is watching this, average ability according to ICBA standards is 90 for the casual league player. And most people average around 10 points within. So, slightly above average ability. Compared to the pros in the competitive leagues, it's a laughing stock. But I'll take 95. Game number 2. You knew the first ball 10-pin thing was going to happen at some point. Start with 8. So far, that's my worst start. And if that's my worst start, I'd be very happy. But I think with another 8 games, it's going to get worse. This time it's the kingpin that's standing for the 9. The way to tell the difference is the kingpin's further back so you can see a little more of the pin plate, and it's darker because it's further from the light. Exactly where I was not going, but I got lucky there. Now I know why this place smells like cigarette smoke. Brian's a smoker. Second ball was a good attempt. Another 10. Yeah, that was a bit thin. I gotta hit the piece of wood on the far right. In other words, I gotta aim for the 3. Aim so close on the second ball, or we can miss everything and take 8. Halftime report. There it is. So far the worst thing's 8. Couple of 10s, no microwave turkey dinner. Got ourselves a 45. Welcome to Masons. Best place to go is to hit the V where those two pieces of wood meet. Perfect. Time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. Let's see if this one will also be a decent one. And El Stinko lives up to its name with the usual first ball 10-pin thing. A singleton. Release was a bit late there, but not. Way too thin again. They'll be set. Pocket hits, but getting bleep. It's third ball and only 1 point. Final for game number 2. Not as good as game 1, but there it is. I'm used to the camera being on the other side, but you know, copyrighted stuff. We got a 88. El Stinko. But then I got a 9 from the frame that gave us that one fill. 2 out of 5 minimum objective. Game number 3. Let's see how it goes. Perfect shot. Hit the camera. 1 El Stinko. Good. 2nd El Stinko. Bad. 3rd El Stinko. Whoa. Say it with me now. What will the bonus be? Just a plain old $10. It is a stinker, but 5 ain't that great. Redemption written all over it, and of course I blow it. Niner. Halftime report. Boo. Curse of the Fill. Boo. Rebuildable. We're at 40. Other than those two. It's actually one frame, but the fill. Been better. Hit an 8. There's the redemption shot. Last frame. 2, 1. Let's make this one a. El Stinko stinks with the leaf, but the 6 fill isn't too bad. If this were New Palace or the Putnam, the middle finger wouldn't be waving at us right now. This is a tough house. And the middle finger remains for the now. Alright, just a little above the very middle of the average point. Not a bad way to end it with a 91. It could have been much better. Alrighty, it's that halfway point. The Brunswick thingy there is right over the timer. I can see the 10th digit play switch is right there, but the single one can't. I know that we're good though. We are back. We're looking for at least 5 games in the 80s or higher, and so far every game has been. In fact, only one game was in the 80s, the other 2 were in the 90s. So we're looking for 2 more out of 7. That's pretty good odds. When's the bad game coming? When's the first stink frame coming? We know they're coming. It's a matter of trying to keep them at bay as long as possible. And we know the slowdown will happen and then the wind up again. Let's go. I had to open my big mouth. There's your first stink frame that we were referring to. And the worst start, a 4. helicoptering pin that Sam Sitar likes so much, gave us the Four Horsemen on the left. This will be a weak one for Seth. And to open my big mouth. Boo! Stand-up card. The 9 and the 8s are okay. It's rebuildable at a 36. It's not making up for a bad spare, but that can make up for a bad start. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. Too good, too bad. And you know the question by now. Not bad at all, an 8. So far, the garbage game is now the best one. One mark and a good fill. It's amazing what it can do. Yeah, you know, I felt like taking a trip halfway to Worcester. And a wonderful 5. just need that many to end this game at the very bottom of average. So a stink frame of 3 or better. We're left with a lily and some wood that could help us get maybe 2 of them. And none. Alrighty. Still doing pretty decent. We recovered with that nice 8 fill on that spare. That doesn't help, but we could afford it. We got an 86. One more game to go to meet the minimum criteria. There's 6 more games to go. That's pretty good for me. Let's see if we can do it. And the 3 decides it's not going to fall. But look at that wood pattern. If I hit the middle piece on the right side, it should give me a spare. That would be called the left side of the piece of wood. Those are legal anyway. That was a literal throwaway, but still an 8. There, I thought I'd change it up for you. Ball 170. Seven. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Not sure if that was 2 or 3 balls, so played it safe and called it good. That's what we call getting screwed. And I just barely missed it. Halftime report. Yeah, like I said, the way I have this set up at Brian's is different than most places, so it makes it a little hard to find the sheet. 7's the worst thing so far. First 9 there at 34. Not sure if that was 2 or 3 balls. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. This special needs group, I'm watching them, and that's throwing me off. It's amazing how they don't do it right at all yet they can get spares and strikes. I do it the right way. I can't get anything. Gotta love how candlepin can be. Second half. Kingpin for the 9. Oh, here comes the collapse. There's a 5. And first subpar game of the day, an 8, still another frame. Just need one more game, and there's 5 to go. I have a feeling we're going to have to struggle for it. The 9 and 8, that's all I have. Mediocrity at 73. Game number 6. See if we do better. Spare's a better start. Time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. You know what to do. We usually get at least one of them here. Let's see if El Stinko can do it. Or at least give us something good. And I said it and it happened. It's supposed to be only when I say something bad, the bad thing happens. El Stinko. El Stinko stung for the pins. Two El Stinko, the bonus balls. What will they add up to? This is the only other place I've got a double. Putnam's the super easy place was the other place. It was nice, but it was too thin. A 6 fill is not great for a strike, but we still have one El Stinko to go. And an easier house, that would have been a spare. 9 fill, not bad. That is a 9. If I didn't chop out that David Letterman on ball 1, it would have been better. But I got 8 out of it. And it looks like it's rolling back. That's good. We want it to roll back. Alright, we avoided a field trip. I know some of you might like it, but in actuality, it's best when they don't happen. Again, I got caught up in something that happened, so... Was that 2 balls or 3? I think I'm getting old. And that's a 9. Well, the thing is, if you shortchange yourself, it still counts. If you overshoot, then you take a 0. Waiting for the big collapse, even though there's only 2 marks, but the fill of a strike and then a 9 fill is a nice, helpful start. Already at 65 at the half. This is likely a 3-digit game here. Not 100% likely, but likely. Overthinking and it's killing me. It's a 6. As we wait for the wood to settle, good thing the wood pile in the back was there. That was a dumb luck shot. That one wasn't for the 10. That was a bit slow. It was also a bit thin. It worked. Two El Stinko the bonus balls. What will they add up to? Well, we knew one of those was going to come as well. It looks like we're going to have a 3-digit game. And a crappy 4-5. Well, Stinkos, they both lived up to their name. Curse of the Fill, the 4. You know what it is? It's the Great Collapse. The first half was strong. Indeed, on what could have been better. The score is nothing to be upset about, but look at the horrible ending. 6, 4, 4, then the 8 to give us 107. We made our minimums. Let's see if we can go a little better than that. Maybe won't be hitting 100 again, but you never know. I've done it in 2 games on 1 sheet here before. Number 6. Or 7, actually. Oh, yeah, and yeah, things running a little long. Be back in a second. We're back. Game number 7, not 6. Played 6 games, 5 of them were good. Last one collapsed at the end, so is the Great Collapse continuing, or will we go back to normal? Let's find out. Start with 10. Second ball was perfect. It just didn't carry over like I wanted. And so. Middle finger remains for the moment. perfect. All I had to do was just hit the head pin and the wood would take care of everything else. It's time for El Stinko the bonus ball. You know the phrase. Let's see what it does. El Stinko stunk. That pin just went right between two of them and not take them out. And okay, 5-fill. Leave the high-low jack like it should have happened on El Stinko for the 7. Halftime report. A couple of 7s. The 5-fill bumps it up a little bit. We're at a healthy 49. Let's see if we can get another 3-digit game. Not very likely, but it could happen. The 4 horsemen took that mark away. Not even close. Might have looked it on camera. That half Worcester probably sunk it. And it did. That's a 6. Twister left by itself this time. This was a decent game. As Dave Matlow would say, if I can get the spare, it's pretty when it goes. It did not go, but a lot of people can't get it to go. Not too bad, even if I miss. And that's an 8. I'm going to say it and jinx it, but so far Bob hasn't shown his ugly face yet. Very close, but he decided to let the Four Horsemen have their turn. Again. That's what I think of your middle finger, bowling gods. 10. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, we could afford that. Other than that, everything but. We got ourselves a 91, right in the middle of average. 6 good games. Let's see what game number 8 will give us. As soon as I saw it going towards the left half of the wood, I knew it wasn't going. The only way that one's going to go is the fence taking it. That's a 9. Almost to spare. Took out the kingpin anyway for 10. gods, give it back to me for now. Decent out for the night. Easier place it would have been a spare, especially Putnam's. If that didn't go over. I guess this is making up for that really crap day at Riverwalk. So this place plays the same as Riverwalk. So, not too bad. 9s and 10s, 47.5. Like that awful strike fill, I got more pins in that spread eagle for a decent 7. Almost the 3 horsemen, but all 4 still there. Yeah, it was about 8 inches off, but it still worked. Yeah. Not left enough, but 9. Alrighty. Once again, so close but so far away. The 2 7s hurt a little bit, but we could afford it. It was just short of halfway in the average range, 89. 2 more games to go. And I don't feel like having the 3rd segment being about 5 or 10 minutes, so we're back. A field trip or some technical issue will be the only thing that'll ruin the final segment. At least in terms of the video itself, or if the phone corrupts or dies and I lose everything. Let's see how 9 goes. Wasn't right enough to take the rest. It's an 8. Spare written all over it when it was 40 feet down the lane. So what is El Stinko going to do for this fill? Let's find out. Nice, a 9 fill. Barely 2 in a row. And like I say, for those who are watching candlepins for the first time, you only have to get 3 marks, any combination of strikes and spares, to get a turkey. And very obscure term, 3 spares in a row is known as a chicken. Still faltering, but I'm wondering if it's starting to come to now. Like I said, candle pins I can usually hold my own. The others, well, especially 10 pin, not so much. Let's see if El Stinko can do some damage, and not to my score, but to the pins. It damaged the score. It's a 3. Nice recovery at 10. Would have been a happy coincidence if a spare happened. Wasn't likely. Still a 9. I guess when I play with people, it helps my single player game, and my game still stinks otherwise when I play with others. Well, even with the 3 fill, the 9 is what did a lot of the help, and even my left hand's shaking a little bit. We're at a 59. Went for the easy points and somehow got more for it. 9. Again, I went for the 2 easy points, but this time that's all I got. Still an 8. got screwed out of a strike. The left piece of wood knocked the ball right into that pin for the spare. Time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. And will it help us get another 3-digit game? I've done 2 3-digit games on a single run here. Let's see if we can do it again. El Stinko leaves us with a stinky 7. Well, the 7's not the stinky, but the leave part. Yep, in fact, if I miss with all these, I made 3 digits, and there's still a frame left. The middle finger remains for now. And this is so close, but not happening. Brian's high, 114. Ouch. Hey, I'm not gonna be upset. 200 games here in a tough house, not bad. Final game, let's see how it goes. Time to start. Funny thing is, it's one of the best starts, but that's also the same start that had the worst result so far. So far, because we don't know what this game will give us. all by themselves, the left and right triangle is very hard to hit. When they're with 7 of their friends, no problem. Perfect, right in the Brooklyn pocket where I aim. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. This time, I'll say it, and you say it with me. Ready? What will the bonus be? That piece of wood rolled the wrong way. An excellent 9 fill. King is dead, square in the face, 2 in a row. Yet again, El Stinko the bonus ball. 3 spares in a row is a chicken. Any 3 marks, combination-wise, in candlepin is a turkey. Let's see if we can bag one. We could bag them both, the chicken and turkey. 8 fill. Blew it on the second ball, got her on the third, so that's 8. We're only 2 points away from the best half. And then, you know, the collapse thing happened. This thing's curling up. Yeah, she's curling up. All right, so far, 2 good spares, 2 good fills, 10s and 8s, 63. The great collapse or another 3-digit game. Never had 3 of those here on a single outing. No El Stinko the bonus ball. For some reason, I was thinking I had one. Looks worse where you are than it did where I was. How's he flat? Thought I might have got a dumb luck 10, but 9 ain't bad. I have to hit that V in the wood pile. Brooklyn side hit on the head pin. That would have been a spare, but we'll take 10. And half Worcester threatening a 3-digit score again. Stink frame of 4 to kiss it goodbye. Nope, there's still a chance. I need at least a 9. Not 9 standing, 9 down. So it will be 7 or 8. The 4 ruined it. It's a 7. I hate these close calls. Everything ruined at the very end. The 5 and 4, that just destroyed it. A great game. Ruined. Nonetheless, we still got a 98, which is nothing to sneeze at. Which meant I did good stuff for a 5 and a 4 to still net almost 100. Game 1. 95, 2, 88, 391, 486, 5, 73, 6, 107, 791, 8, 89, 9, close but not quite, 111, and 10, 98. Well, that makes me wonder, is something finally starting to click, even though it doesn't always happen? Or was it just dumb luck? Well, we'll probably never find out. So, anyway, we'll definitely take it. If that 73 were at least an 80, not a bad game on the card. One mediocre and the rest were good. And 200s. And one very close, but a frame totally ruined it. So that's this impromptu from Brian's Bowlaway in Gardner, Massachusetts. Now, depending if my buddy Chris is going to be available to bowl next week, not tomorrow, we might come back here. Because him and I haven't been here in a while. So it's quite possible a back-to-back Brian's Bowlaway. But if he's not available, then I'm probably going to go to putts, because if things go the way they're planned, a off-season King of the Palace is going to happen on the 19th, and it will not be televised, therefore not on YouTube. But if it's a thing, I might be recording and putting it up on my channel. It's all tentative right now. So that's it, Brian's Bowlaway. Pretty good run, that lousy end. And I hit the camera. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.